Yo, what's up guys? This is Unpunk, and in today's video we will be going over the top 5 best characters to use in your Maddening playthrough. This video, as always, will be based on my opinions and from the experiences I had in Maddening. It will also include a variety of statistics ranging from inheritable skills, growth rates, best classes, best emblem pairs, base stats, and acquire times. Before we get into this list, I want to explain how the growth rates work while playing in Maddening for anyone that doesn't already know. While in Maddening, instead of a % chance for a stat to increase per level, think of it as every level up adds those points up until a stat hits 100 points, which will allow for it to increase. Meaning if a character has a 50 in HP growth, they will need to level up 2 times before they get a point of HP. This also means exactly every other level will increase that stat by 1 point. Another way to think about it is you need to reach 100 points for any stat to increase the level up, and those all add up together. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Kagetsu. He can become a very powerful unit in Maddening for the following reasons, being his base stats are very comparable, he starts early enough in the game for easy leveling, and he is the best pre-promoted unit you get in your playthrough. The best class for Kagetsu is going to be his default class of Swordmaster. As you level up this class, it will increase his growths, making him focus on becoming a dodge tank. He has solid growths while in the Swordmaster class, which are shown on screen now. I think everyone says I obsess with growths in my videos, but in Maddening it actually is going to be the most crucial. When looking at Kagetsu's growths, you can see every 2 levels he will gain a guaranteed stat increase for HP, dexterity, speed, and luck, while every 3rd level he will gain strength, defense, and resistance as well. Now let's get more into his best skills and emblem pairs. He would be best given the following skills, that being Avoid plus 30, or the highest you can get, to increase his overall avoid, and Vantage plus plus, or again the highest you can afford, to allow him to counterattack before units can hit him. The best emblem I think he pairs with is Lin. This will give him the ability to use a high crit sword and or 2 different bows for long range physical attacks while engaged. This also allows him to use Astrostorm, giving him the ability to take out units from incredible distances, especially when dealing with the many flying units you fight in Maddening chapters. Lin also increases his speed, allowing him to do better dodges and hit more times on enemy units. Also, the Speed Taker ability allows him to get even faster with every unit that he defeats, and you can use the Alacrity ability, which allows for him to attack twice in a row when initiating combat if he is fast enough. These come default with Lin once you have leveled her up with their bond, so it's very, very useful for a fast unit like Kagetsu. And for all the reasons above, he's going to take the number 5 slot. Next up in the number 4 spot, we have a fan and personal favorite, Rosado. He becomes one of the most tanky units in a Maddening playthrough if you pair him up with Tiki. Before we talk about that though, let's go over him and how he gets started. He comes to you about midway through the game as a pre-promoted Wyvern Knight class. I promote him to the Great Knight class, and you can see on screen how good his growths are in that class. He will gain about 1 point every level to HP, he will gain 1 point every other level to strength, dexterity, and defense, and 1 point every 3rd level to speed and resistance. Obviously, some of these will come more often as Maddening adds points together from level to level to increase his stat when leveling up, which we spoke about earlier. As for the best inheritable skills, I would choose Resolve Plus, or the highest you can get, for the increase in defense and resistance, and Gentility Plus, or the highest variant, for the damage reduction. This pair of abilities, with his best emblem pair being Tiki, will make him into a very strong defensive unit. He will take next to no damage from almost any unit while engaged with Tiki, and be able to do a solid amount of damage back in counterattacks. Due to his higher overall dexterity, he will also have a decent chance to get critical hits to wipe out enemy units. Overall, Rosado can become easily one of the best defensive units to have on your team with high movement and reliable damage. Most enemies won't be able to hurt him at all or deal very little damage, making him the perfect unit to have on the front line. The 3rd best unit to use in Maddening is going to be Diamont. he can become a very solid unit in both attack capability and defensiveness. He is unlocked early in the game, allowing you to level him up and promote him into a successor class with ease throughout your playthrough. In this class, he levels up his HP, strength, speed, and defense every 2 levels or less, and his dexterity, resistance, and luck every 4 or less levels. He doesn't have as good overall growths as the previous 2 units, but he makes up for it with his inheritable skills and emblem pair. It's best to give him holdout +++ or best you can get to allow him to survive deadly hits, and unyielding ++ or best version of, allowing him to heal at the start of his turn if he has taken enough damage. When you add those together with the skills Ike gives him, he can become a unit that can take multiple hits from multiple different enemies and not get taken out. Because of the Resolve Plus ability that Ike gives him, he will also be able to further increase his defense and resistance. He can easily become a great unit to use in the front lines with Risotto to allow you to take on tons of enemies while keeping your less defensive units protected from behind. The second best unit for your Maddening playthrough is going to be Anna. She comes in very early in the game as an axe-wielding unit, but based on her growths, we will want to completely revamp that and switch her into a mage unit. As for Anna's growths, she excels in HP, magic, dexterity, speed, and luck. While promoted into the Sage class, her growths are as you see on screen now. As you can see, at least every other level, she will gain an increase to HP, magic, dexterity, speed, resistance, and luck. That is a total of 6 stats, which can increase every other level guaranteed. Some of these will be more often, as you can see, but she will have an incredible amount of growths just right from the beginning once you get her into this advanced Sage class. She will become the character in the game with the highest overall magic stat, allowing for her to hit extremely hard. But let's talk about her best inheritable skills and emblem pairs next. She is best when you give her the plus 15 HP, or best version you can afford, for increasing her ability to survive hits, and the Cancer Plus, or best version, allowing her to move up to 3 spaces away after attacking. The best pair I found with Anna is going to be Camilla from DLC Wave 2, because she allows Anna to move as a flying unit while she is equipped. She can use the Tome Lightning, which allows Anna to attack twice if initiating combat, and also gives her the Bolt Axe, which is a magic axe that can be used at close or far range. With all those combined, it allows for advantages via the weapon triangle while still maintaining incredible damage from the Bolt Axe as it is magic based, allows her to kill almost any unit in one turn with the Lightning Tome, and she can move onto flying only spaces, which allows her to get away from other units and stay alive after she does a deadly attack. Overall, she is an incredible unit and very crucial in a Maddening playthrough, as you want at least one mage unit at the very minimum when you are going through Maddening because of all the heavy defensive units you will encounter. Coming in at the number 1 slot for the best unit to use in Maddening is going to be Lapis. She can quickly become the best dodge tank I think we will ever see in a Fire Emblem game. She has great growths and is best put in the Swordmaster class. This limits her to only be able to use swords, but she won't need much else with the overall great growth she's going to obtain. While in the Swordmaster class, she has the stat growths you see on screen now. As you see, every 2 levels or sooner, she will increase her HP, dexterity, and speed. While also every 3rd level or sooner, she will increase her strength, defense, resistance, and luck. Overall, her growths hold steady, allowing her to have some of the best avoid in the entire game and having a high critical hit chance as well. Her best inheritable skills are going to be Holdout +++, or the best version, for the ability to survive if any unit gets a rare powerful hit on her, and Avoid +30 to further increase her total avoid chance. When you pair her additionally with Emblem Marth, she gains the ability of Unyielding ++, giving her that 40% healing each turn if her health is less than 40%, Perceptive Plus, allowing her to increase her void by +30 while she initiates combat, and Lodestar Rush, which allows her to attack 7 times at 30% of her normal damage, which tends to be enough to finish off almost any unit in one attack. For all the above reasons, that is why Lapis comes in at the #1 slot. If you guys would like to see some footage of how absolutely overpowered she is, feel free to check out our recent video on the Camilla DLC paralog, because it shows her going crazy, just tanking and missing, doing the crazy dodge tank stuff that she does while in the Advanced Swordmaster class in Maddening, while she's paired up with Marth with all these incredible skills. So go check that out if you want to see some more gameplay of her going super crazy, and feel free to leave any comments on if you agree or disagree with this list so we can discuss down in the comments. As always, this is based off statistics and my opinions, so lists might heavily vary from that of your own personal best units. These also are the units that I think you're going to need to have in your party at all times once you unlock them. That way you can get them to their full potential at the end of your Maddening playthrough. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I hope this helped out and helped you plan some strategies for when you're making the incredibly difficult choice to pick which units you'd like in your Maddening playthrough. If you guys did enjoy the video, be super awesome if you'll drop a like and subscribe for more of the best Fire Emblem videos here on YouTube. We're gonna see you guys all real soon. Peace.